Avantgarde get themselves the new circle as well. That little compound they're holding, and Penta are forced to fight them, forced to engage them, and they're already looking for kills.
TSM is looking so good. I mean, they have a great map control. I'm not sure why they've decided to push out of the zone. I think they're just trying to get down. They're looking for the last man from Masuba. But yeah, for TSM, this is a good start here. Definitely through this first couple of games, and I have to say that the squad is looking very, very good right now. So for TSM, this is a game they want to win. I think this is where they want to step up and make a victory for sure.
Penta got the last little glimpse of Pachinki holding off against these rocks, taking shots over at TSM as well. But it's to the east they need to push. You can see they're up on this hillside, and soon enough that cover will be disappearing. They're trying to buy themselves a little bit of time. Meanwhile, Turtle has prime angle, and now Pachinki as they make their way down the hillside, but they will close in to the zone. Avantgarde sitting pretty at the moment in that compound.
I think Penta needs to take this fight to Alpachinki, try and clear them out. I'm not sure if they're aware of them, but they have like no good like all this utility is not going to help them. And Magister's going to go down to the zone here if he's not careful. He's going to have to stand up and sprint. So he's kind of a free kill waiting to be claimed. Avantgarde is going to get the first one down.
Does he even have a vest left? He's got no helmet.
I don't think so. Yeah, he's in rough shape. This is. Oh, look at this now. A vehicle push from TSM. They're going to try and take this compound. This is really smart movement from TSM. Normally we would say late game vehicle pushes from this squad leads to disaster, but this is the move they want to make.
Absolutely. And moving exactly as Penta did as well. So kind of the attention almost split between from Avantgarde. Oyonu.Muhtesem already realizing the danger, trying to move up and close the gap and have that near man effectively. So he's got the DMR backup from the side there and trying to do the damage. Asvran will catch Kaint in the back there. Got a clear angle as he goes looking for it with that Mini 14 suppressed. He gets a little angle behind the rock. Every little nook and cranny is working out for the Magister. Will go down, so Alpachinki wiped out in 5th position, which is great for Isuba. Swarker, who's been sat there, who's watching TSM play out the whole time.
If they can, I'm not sure if they're aware of Oyonu.Muhtesem being in their compound, but if they can clear him out, there's going to be no room to maneuver for Avantgarde.
Oh, they did. They naded him. They naded him. Oyonu.Muhtesem realizes they're going to try and push him, try and flush him. That door that actually he stood right next to should be pushed open. He's very brave to stand there. That's all I'm saying.
Own, but they're kind of roaming the edge of the zone, looking to see if they can deal with Penta. Are now split on 2 different fights. So for TSM, they're also trying to get shots at Penta. It's a matter of racing for these kills on the edge of the zone.
While obviously Oyonu.Muhtesem, it does look like he's in trouble. He's done very well at delaying TSM here. This has just held them up completely. They're going to get the peek around the corner now. Now he has the support from that side, remember. They will open the door in the back. They finally catch him out. Gustav will flush, and Turtle comes in. So Max Iser now realizes Oyonu.Muhtesem's little push has backfired. And Penta, of course, who I think they were trying to deal with at the same time. He's going for the adrenaline shot now.
Might as well.
Barely got touched.
Stab yourself in the chest. Oh. It's the late game. I mean, you want to max your boost when you're in a situation where they have to make a run, and they do have to make a run pretty quickly here. So 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yep, I see.
So, yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock. They want to be max boost. Penta's waiting, and they have no cover. I think they used all their utility on the way down.
But they've got double knock. Gustav and Wookie just both got knocked out there. That's going to cause a problem, so they're going to get a peek across. Are they going to try and make that as a push?
Wow.
Avantgarde could try and move on that as well. They could push down
know
TSM.
They know it. Yeah, absolutely. Avantgarde knows TSM's in this compound. The res is happening very quickly. Wookie comes back up. The next res coming to Gustav.
Oh, Max Iser's getting lit up as he tries to cross over the road. Turtle catches him off. Swarker pops up. He gets Chris down. He flushed him in the back. That's going to catch Penta off, and he gives Avantgarde a chance to try and move. But look at that. Max Iser dealt with by Wookie. Asvran suddenly alongside Snoopy, the last 2 standing for Avantgarde. Their little push has backfired. Super will go down in 3rd place, but that caused the problem for Penta as well as they're pushed in, and TSM really have this one in the bag.
Yeah, this is TSM's game. They have the hard cover, the zones coming in. Penta had been just delayed a little too long on the edge of the zone. They took a lot of damage, but this is a good finish for Penta. TSM looking for a very, very rare land victory. This is going to be a great boost of confidence for a new squad. No shade. I'm trying to say this is good.
I'm with you, and I was just trying to think as you said it. When was the last time we saw a TSM
land victory?
It's been a long time coming, but it's TSM, Team Solo Mid, that will
they look confused.
Victory, 13 kills. It's certainly nothing that, Gustav or Wookie, it's been not too long for them that they picked up a victory on the land, but under this shirt, in this TSM, the new European-looking team, We've suspected it would come, and it certainly has. And normally we're talking about getting knock after knock after knock. It's Turtle, the ex-Method man, the ex-Ghost man, picking up in 7 frags. It seems his trip to the North America has paid off, and he's come back in bucket loads. But I mean,
I'm pretty sure that's Rory's first LAN victory. I'm pretty sure.
No, Method had some when
as
Method
TSM,
did very well
as TSM.
at startup. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all their first victory as TSM, right?
Since Oakland.
They did very well together with Method in Starladder. But talking about TSM, their movements were solid. Like they started out to the north. Obviously, they dropped in around. Why can I not think of the name? Hacienda. Then they actually took a northern path around.
Yep.
And that compound push, you know, they were the other side. Obviously, then as they read the situation, went, right, we need to be at that compound.
Won the game.
And they went for it. And it pushed in there. Unoctive delayed them for a while and almost worked in their favor. But as soon as they flushed him out, it was looking only to go their way.
And I think you see the experience of that roster kind of showing, like the way they double peaked that. They didn't see the opportunity. Turtle comes around back and just executes an Unoctive just like that. It was a perfect...
It's a team playing with confidence.
Yeah,
I think that's it, right?
Absolutely. Team play, confidence, the way that they make those decision-making, or so they make their decisions as a team. I can't imagine a time where we've seen a lesser experienced team make a compound push in vehicles that late in the game, because you open yourself up to a little bit of a disaster if you get caught out in that vehicle press. It's not a long distance, but just having the confidence to do so, that's not something we've seen from TSM almost since Oakland. I think that's the last time we saw them win a game on LAN.
And it's incredible to think that it's a team that's been made of free agents.
Right.
Out of circumstance, effectively. You know, Wookie Bookie coming out of it because of the whole North American league situation. You can only have 3 players, so they have to come out of the team together. They were a package deal. Well, guys, let's have a word with TSM. Would you believe it? We're going to hear from TSM.
And a victory.
Wow, what a victory. We saw Gustav last game almost clutching it with that 1v1, coming so close, but just getting heated up for this victory. TSM winning that chicken dinner. So, Gustav, it was around circle number 4. You guys implemented kind of a 2-2 split. You want to kind of explain why?
We realized we had so much control in the east and the north. Like literally no one was next to us because we had 2 heartstrings going towards us, I think. And the only team literally close to us was a Vanguard, and they weren't paying attention to us at all. So we just realized we could do like the most greedy split and have so much control, which kind of paid off in the late game because we had like 90% of the circle, I think.
Yeah, you guys did have that, and I like that you brought up the circles. That game, circle after circle after circle, I mean, you guys were just getting blessed. Do you want to kind of explain how big of a role those circles favoring you guys played in your victory here?
I mean, I definitely think it was playing a big role for us winning the game, but I still think we'd have like a really good option moving out from the compounds later on and going south, because we had 4 SLRs with all long range scopes. Just like that game was like playing a pub game. We were just standing shooting at everyone. But obviously the circles took a big part in it. But still think we could have gotten a good placement if it went south for sure.
All right, so we got one more game to go. I got to know, where do you see your squad at the end of the 3 days for the group stage?
It's hard to say. I think we have been playing pretty decent today. I could definitely have won the last game, but I'm definitely aiming for a top 3. I think Penta and Vanguard are playing really well as well, but I think it's like us 3 that are the top 3 teams for sure.
All right, before I let you go, there's a couple fans out there that want you to do your wink. Can you do it for them?
No, I cannot do it on command. Oh. I did it back in GLL 2, Season 2, I think, but that wasn't on command, so you will get it later.
You'll get it later, fans. You'll get it later. Well, that's Gustav right there. Congrats on that chicken dinner, sir. We'll see what the Dust has to say about that game. Boom.
That's right. Thank you very much, Dave. The freshly minted all-star lineup of TSM manages to take the victory after getting second place in the previous game. A well-deserved one at that, with 12 kills as well. Good stuff here from TSM. They were already high up in the leaderboards, and that's going to push them all the further. I have Toffees, I have Froz. Gentlemen, a TSM victory in 2018. We're here.
Right? It's like warms my heart to see. The new lineup, we talked about lots of potential to grow into a great oak tree. I said they're going to need time. Apparently, they only needed like 2 games. Like, these guys are playing very, very well. Mixie from FaZe once told me that he saw an insane amount of potential in Gustav in terms of his development over the next year or two. And this shows me that he was not wrong, that those words weren't ill-placed. Gustav is developing very, very quickly.
I mean, also looking on the fact that Gustav and Wookie, they both came from the NA scene. They're originally from Denmark, but they have been playing with Dignitas on the NA PUBG scene, and now moving back to the EU. I'm glad to have them back here.
Yeah, also worth noting, the Turtle was playing on the NA scene as well with Ghost, so maybe NA is a good training ground for the European heroes. They go there, get good, and then come back.
So are you saying NA is better than EU?
I mean, I have to on this panel, right?
Nah.
Right? There were more NA teams in the top half, or the top 7 of GLL than European teams. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights here from game number 4 whilst we have this eternal fight go on between our panelists. And let's take a look back as we already start things off with Tornado trying to grab themselves some grenade kills.
So, and this is the ups and downs of Tornado, right? The idea that because they play aggressive, sometimes you go out in 16th place. I do think this will still maintain them in the top 5. I don't think they're in a ton of danger there.
Yeah.
Partly, though, that is because the 3 top teams that we've seen performing-wise, TSM now one of the consistent 3, and then Penta and Avengar, who again turn out in 2 and 3, are getting the lion's share of the points. That means a team like Tornado can sort of thrive here because one bad game won't knock them all the way down the list.
But don't forget Alpachinki. They got 5th place again.
They did.
Yeah.
They've been doing a lot of top 5s here. I think it was previous game we saw around 10th place. Except for that, it's top 5 all the way.
I mean, I think that's the problem. A lot of teams are forgetting about Alpachinki, and that's doing them a massive disservice.